Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. And here it is, coming up to 5 o'clock, and we are final stage. It's been an incredible day so far, and we're in the final where Baaghi Raja will play Apex. Forhad Hussain has joined us, who is the director on the newly named Essex Cricket in the Community Forum Essex Cricket Board. Forhad, first and foremost, thank you for officiating and getting involved. Share your insight on the day so far.
I think it's been a fantastic day. So much talent out there today, and so much energy and enthusiasm. I know the sun's not out, but I tell you what, there's loads of energy there on the grounds throughout the day. And I think I tell you what, the two teams, Baaghi's and Apex, I think the two best teams have got to the final. I'm so looking forward to it.
Brilliant.
So many fantastic games today.
Are you going to do the cam and sit on the fence, or are you going to let us know who you think's going to win?
Oh, it's going to be too close. So I'm going to do what Cam's done. I'm going to sit on the fence. It's going to be a close game. That's what I can tell you.
You sound like a politician, Forhad. Brilliant. We're not going to waste any more time. The toss has been done, and Baaghi Raja will be batting first. And I suppose Apex are chased all the way through. So here we go. On to the final. Right, Imran interesting, Imran has been bowling the final over. In all the previous games, has come on to bowl the first over. And a dot ball, lots of experience. Imran's bowled some interesting deliveries. He's bowled a lot of sort of cutters. Forhad, just tell us a bit about your role on the Essex Cricket and the Community Board.
Well, I'm a director at Essex Cricket in the community. My remit is to cover the development of cricket across East London. I work with a number of cricketing stakeholders.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Forhad, but a 6-second ball through wide mid-off. To be fair, I think the fielder could have got there a bit closer. Yeah, please carry on.
So I work with a number of cricketing stakeholders across East London, from local authorities to cricket clubs to cricketing stakeholders, the governing body, and obviously with the Essex Cricket, to develop cricket across East London. It's all about collaboration work, and it's about Essex play a big part in facilitating that development role.
Yeah, dot ball. Reminder to all of our spectators at home, anything behind square is a dot ball. Yeah, and also just really fascinated in knowing the work that's been done over the last 5 years to get to a stage now where we've got a heartbeat of the East London community at the county ground at Chelmsford, playing TapeBall cricket. How has that all come across?
I think the key thing is that what Essex are doing and the ECB as well. So it's about listening to the community. This is an alternative form of cricket which the community are playing, and Essex Cricket are facilitating and shaping this form and supporting it across East London. I mean, so as long as this game has been played, we're going to be helping to support this form of the game, if it's indoor or outdoor. It's great to be at the home of the county champions here at Chelmsford to play TapeBall cricket. This is the first time this has been played
on a professional ground. Yeah, yep.
It's a great day, and to see this happening. Hopefully, long may it continue. Of course, it's a pilot.
Wide ball to finish off with from Imran, which means 13 off the first over. Yeah, sorry, you were going to say.
Today's all about a pilot. It's about learning from this tournament. 13. There's been some great outcomes, positive outcomes, which we're going to learn from for next year. Hopefully, this time next year, we're going to play on the main ground with under floodlights, with loads of people watching.
Yeah, that would be unbelievable. I think what's fascinating for me is the word insight, and today's been so passionate, so emotional. A number of colleagues have been on your mic and sharing insight, and I think you're right. I think the key learning for today as a pilot is to take all of those, take those insight and really try to implement it in something relevant. I had a lovely chat with the Chief Scout and former Academy Director John Charles, and he spoke a lot about pathways and not restricting just one pathway, which is to play red ball cricket for Essex, if you like. How important is it to have pathway for everyone? That's an absolutely unbelievable shot. 6 runs, great shot that.
I think it's really important that we do have pathways going from school, from club cricket, from even just playing in the park to Essex cricket. It's really important. It's not just with the red ball, because you got in the community, there's different forms of cricket, and we need to make sure that if you play the game well and you put the hard work in, there are pathways to go into to a professional level or into club cricket. So it's important that we do have those pathways from tournaments like this, from festival events, or from even club cricket. We need to send a message out there. If you're good at cricket, there are pathways to take it to another level.
Yeah, that's a no ball I've always thought. No, obviously not deliberately meant. Hope Raja's okay. Oh, it's a lovely shot. Has they got found the gap? No, brilliant fielding from AK. Just drives across. They're going to go for the 2. The stumps have fallen off. No, just a 2 runs. 2 runs.
What's been impressive today is the fielding. Absolutely fantastic. Flying about, stopping boundaries. Some really impressive fielding.
Catches.
And the catches are unbelievable. And I've been really impressed with the field work. You've got to be on the ball when it comes to fielding, especially in this type of format.
And John Charles, he said earlier on, it's not just about batting or just bowling. Actually, if historically, I suppose, and I can say this is the biggest challenge around the the South Asian community is the fielding. But of the recent times, the subcontinent fielders, especially with T20 franchises and the subcontinent's help, has so improved. Wow, that's gone straight into the top stand. And that's a massive 6 runs.
You're right, Arf, and fielding plays a massive part in the game now. If you've got a good fielding team, you can save 15-20 runs, and it makes a massive difference right at the end of the game.
Yeah, and one ball left. You got any more balls? Sorry.
Oh.
You want to do some tape? Yeah, that's a lovely shot again. That. Yeah, you can. Wow, that is even bigger. We're actually genuinely running short of. Oh, that's actually may have come back. We're a bit lucky. That's bounced back. 6 run score. That's over bowled as well. 3 sixes in that over. 37 off 2 overs, some huge sixes there, as we're just trying to get a replacement ball. Note that one's come back. We've bought ourselves a bit of time there. The crowd have gone wild for ball coming back or something else. I'm not sure. Forehead, you're a councillor, and historically local authority working with football, cricket, rugby. It has been a decent relationship, but not always so. What is the absolute importance of that relationship? And tell us a bit about the uniqueness of East London because of that. And that's a dead ball before you answer that question. Skrellig umpire wasn't ready. So yeah, sorry, I'll pass it on to you.
In this day and age, local authorities play a massive part when it comes to community development, when it comes to sports development, and it's really important that we collaborate and we work in partnership with the local authorities. What's been impressive over the last few years is the local authorities, of course, East London, for them specifically, from Redbridge, Newham, Waltham Forest and Barking and Dagenham, and the relationship that Essex Cricket have developed with those local authorities and with the leaders and the politicians and the key officers. It's got to a point where we have development plans for each local authority and cricket development plans where we're looking to invest in cricket facilities, we're looking at pathways, as you mentioned earlier, we're looking at how we can promote the game more, how we can promote the game for female cricket, disability cricket, and so there's key plans for every local authority. Across the board, we've got development groups in each of the local authorities with the cricketing stakeholders, from your clubs to schools, to basically passionate people who are coming together, who are feeding into those plans. And on top of that, we've got our East London Development Group, which brings all 4 local authorities together. So when we need to mobilise as a community, it's much more easier and we're a lot more effective.
And that's obviously exciting, and it's obviously opened up a lot of opportunities. Your specific area as a council is in Newham. What's the groundbreaking stuff that cricket and Newham have been doing recently in partnership?
I mean, first of all, we're in Newham, some time ago, we didn't even have a cricket club in Newham, and now we have two fantastic, awesome cricket clubs, Newham Cricket Club and Stratford and West Ham Cricket Club, which now young people or anyone who wants to play cricket can now kind of play cricket and play cricket at high level.
Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Farhad, but that's gone into the pavilion. That is huge. 6. It's gone a miles.
And so we've got two fantastic cricket clubs in Newham. That's I just wanted to point that out, But we've got a very good relationship with Newham Council, and we've got a partnership agreement, which basically brings 43.
6. Oh no, sorry. My apologies. That last one wasn't a 6. It went behind square. No reward for one extraordinary shot. So the score was that was a maiden over, the first maiden over I recall today, which remains at 37.
So talking about the partnership with Newham Council and Essex, we've got a situation where we offer free tickets to Newham residents, and the sign-up has been absolutely fantastic this season. It's been promoted in the Newham magazine, and we've got residents now coming to Chelmsford to watch Essex play, be it for the 3 4-day matches, or be it the 1 day or the T20s. We've also got, as part of the partnership agreement, is free equipment to cricket clubs, to schools, and to young cricketers at festival events. We've got an apprenticeship schemes that have been developed with Essex and Newham Council. We've got investment in our facilities in women's cricket. We actually sponsor the Essex women's team, and so with that partnership work, we now have some really good pathways into cricket at a higher standard. What's been impressive is the development of the women's game. We've got 2 key hubs in Newham, and a large amount of women have now taken up the game, which is really impressive. That is the key in Newham, and we've also got a disability hub as well at Newvic, and it's great to see that the game is being played by large amounts of people in the borough.
That's brilliant. Oh, well, he's absolutely another great shot into the top tier for 6, moving him on to 21.
I do want to emphasise the point is that with the work that Essex and Newham are doing, the other local authorities are now working very closely with Essex, and we see similar work that is going on across East London. And long may that continue.
Yeah, and that's the key, isn't it? Working in partnership, you said that, and I think projects like today can't happen if a number of stakeholders don't come together and be and are being brave. And I think that's important to know. Yeah. And let's not take our eye off. Is that Javi by Andre? Oh, well judged, brilliant catch that, and that's the big wicket. Which scores 46 coming into the last ball of the 4th over. It's the first wicket as well, which I'm surprised with, but it's been good. TapeBall cricket.
Yes.
How did that come across in Essex or in East London?
I think, as I said earlier, it's come about from the community. We know. The community in East London play a lot of TapeBall cricket. We know it's big in South Asia, but it's big in East London. We see youngsters playing cricket in TapeBall cricket in parks, in car parks actually, and
guys, calm down. Everyone calm down. I'll just recount it. Go back. I'll tell you in 1 minute. Then recount it. Yeah, no, all very good points.
And so it's come from the community, and so Essex have listened, and now are trying to push festival events, tournaments, and supporting events like this. And it's really important that we listen to what the community is saying, and we develop the game
16, 1-6
based on what they're saying.
Yeah, and that's important. I think that's key. Listen to the community. Such a passionate community. I mean, even in that situation, trying to work out how many he scored and how many needs to get retired. That's passion, and we shouldn't be afraid of that. But ultimately, we need to ensure that that passion can also be respected, if you like, with the wider sort of remit, especially when we're constantly trying to have dialogue around access to facilities and try and learn from them, because they're the ones who are the participants on the ground, and they're the ones who excite us the most.
Do you know what's been impressive is about how the self-governing of the table game. We've got people who just turn up and play, support each other, umpire the game, and there's you're right. There's a lot of energy and enthusiasm, but there's a lot of respect with each other, and they just get on with it and have fun, which is the most important thing.
Yeah, spot on. That's a huge 6 to go on to 22 over mid wicket. It's a lovely shot, to be fair. Score moves on to 53 into the last over. 70 was just about enough in the semi-final.
I think the average score is, you're right, it's between 60 to 70.
Yeah. Runs on board is always a lot of pressure, but AK has bowled well in this tournament, except the last two have been in the slot. One's gone for 6, one's gone for 6, but here comes the captain Kamran to face. Oh, he's trying to overhit that. Singles, 8 off with 3 balls to go. 55 the total at the moment. Farhad, just before we come to the end of the innings, what in your opinion, what's the future of TapeBall?
I can see the TapeBall cricket growing and growing, and it's not just across East London, across the country. We know communities, specifically in the South Asian community, this is big. I can see the game growing and growing, and I can see it being played a lot more at county level. Yeah. And I hope to see some of our county players getting involved at one point in time. But I can see this is a form of the game which is just going to grow and grow, and a lot more people taking it up. It'd be like a starting point before you go into the red ball game.
I think you misjudged it, but what a brilliant recovery.
It's fun and exciting. I mean, and you don't have to be at a high standard. You can pick up the bat and get on with it. I mean, I was playing for the Vatican earlier on. I haven't.
Yeah, we'll wrap up half time. Sorry. Yeah,
I haven't batted and bowled for quite some time now, but it's just so easy to get back into it.
Yeah,
pick up the ball,
and I love
pick up the bat.
Today, if you look at the age variation, we had 17, 18-year-olds to close the guys in their mid-50s. Yet you could not, if anything, the guys in the mid-50s were probably better the way they executed their shots and their skills with the ball across the young guys who are fitter and stronger.
I think you're right. And what's been great is today we've seen all ages getting involved and playing together. The game, this game is all about timing, and it's all about wrist work. It's something that you can pick up quite quickly though, and that's why I'm encouraging as many people to kind of get involved in TapeBall cricket. If you see a game in your park or
64.
Or just on your travels, get involved.
Well said. Just sorry to interrupt you. That's the end of the first innings of the final. 63 runs on the board, 64 to win. It has been some entertaining shots played there. As I said, 70 was just about enough in the semi-final. So could 63 be enough? Brilliant from Baaghi Raja. They've set the tone here. We're going to have a quick break. We'll be back straight after this to see the grand final. See you in a couple of minutes. Welcome back to the Cloud FM County Ground for the final of the Tornado TapeBall tournament. What an incredible day it's been so far. It started so early this morning and we've got there to the final. Again, a huge thank you to the ground staff and everybody involved in the background who have done effectively a miracle to get today on. But it all comes down to this. Baaghi Raja have set 63 runs or 64 runs to win. And Apex, who have been chasing throughout today and chasing very, very well, have got a task at hand. Runs on the board, as they say in finals. That's what you look for. So we are all very, very excited. Without any further ado, I'm going to pass on to our umpire, Cam, to get the final going. Enjoy it, ladies and gentlemen. It's a really good start. It's Umar who bowled an exquisite spell pretty early on in the group stages, and just the delivery one first ball against a very expensive Javed dot ball. 2 dot balls. Brilliant start. Oh, it's powerfully hit. Powerfully hit. Just the 1 run though, mid wicket. You take that, 3 balls, 1 run. Forward, you got balls, sorry. Cam, you got a ball? No, okay, cool. I think you might have one in my pocket. Just brilliant bowling that. Brilliant bowling so far. 1 run of 4 balls. Trying to defend in the final. It's an excellent start. I'll pick the field up nicely. That's a serious piece of field. Oh, didn't quite get the ball in the hand, but serious cricket that. 1 run. Brilliant throw. Unbelievable start. 2 runs in the first over, meaning 52 required in 4 overs. You can see the absolute delight in the Baaghi Raja captain's eyes. The bravest man today so far hasn't let down from wearing his t-shirt. He's going to bowl the 2nd over of the innings. Lots of runs to defend. Oh, that is absolutely huge. Right in the top of the Tom Pearce. That is, as the classic saying goes, new balls, please. Running the ball again, slightly back of left. Really well bowled that. Really well bowled. It's a fantastic return delivery. Great reply. A brilliant delivery again. Another dot ball. I'm going to give it to the umpires, basically, the officials. It's huge. That is huge. That is huge. Into the stands again. Another 6. Got a great shot. It's the perfect response. That's exactly what was required. 2 6s. Boys, someone get that ball. Someone get that ball if you can, because otherwise we've got no replacement. Sorry, guys. Even new balls, put the tape on it. We've got no more balls. That's it. No, brilliant. They viewed the forehand. Forehand, you actually take this up. Give the ball to put tape on it. There you go. Another dot ball. Brilliant bowling. Yeah, very shortly. Okay, it's a seriously good shot, but that's not gone in front, so that would be a dot ball. Score is 14 off 2 overs, meaning 40 off 3 required. Sorry, my maths has been awful today. 50 off 3. 50 runs off 3 overs required. Is that the remaining one here? Third place?
Yeah, there's third place. The third place is here. I haven't done those.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Tigers. Yeah, you're on that stage. Yeah, balls have gone flying everywhere, so we're just getting some tape on some replacement ones, and hopefully we'll be back in action very soon. In the meantime, there's been an interesting team meeting going on from the bowling unit, just to make sure that their game plan is intact. The replacement ball is now back. Majid has been given the responsibility to bowl the 3rd over. Let's go, 3rd over of the day. Oh, that's not bounced at all. Dot ball. It's just starting to get a little bit darker as well, so wise decision to play that white ball. Slightly easier to pick up. And again, that's gone straight over onto the square. But dot ball, if it goes behind square. Cannon's been given the task to go get that ball back without running on the middle of the square. That powerfully Jaibo, very well fielded at mid-on though, 1 run. $15. 3rd over. It is, need some big 6s here. Oh, what a shot! Called it and he's whacked it. Serious hit over mid-wicket from Harun Bhai. 21 scored. Could really do with 2 more of those. 2 more of those, the game opens up brilliantly. Got to be said, Baaghi Raja are hot favourites at the moment. If they can just keep their composure, keep their heads, keep applying those skills, let's just see it home. Umpire's not phased. Umpire's not phased one bit. That's a dot ball. And that's out. Haroon's out. Big wicket. Massive wicket. And the celebration says it all. Everyone surrounding the bowler, Majid. 2 overs to go. 43 runs in 2 overs. It's going to take some serious hitting from Rana Bay to see if they can get the team home. Into the 4th over, 43 runs needed. Got to go big here. Mr. Javed, who's been very consistent in this tournament, I must say, hasn't quite got his rhythm going in the final. Well, there you go. You speak and he smashes it straight into the Tompez stand. What a great shot. Just picked it up with consummate ease. Need a few more hefty blows like that. A wide ball, wide ball. A little bit of pressure now. 6 first ball, wide second. Scores sneaked onto 30. Still behind though. Still behind. That's a lovely return. That's a dot ball. It's gone behind square on the offside. Score is 30. Yeah, 3-0, 30. Oh, what a delivery. And he's actually still picked it up. Still 1 run scored. Unbelievable shot for extra cover. For 4 runs. First ball. First ball. Changing mind, good decision, I think. 6 runs. Moves on to score. Moves on to 35. Oh, that's unlucky. That's gone behind square, so that'll be no runs. So 35 score. 35. 29 needed off the last over. 29 at the last over. Needs some big bombs there, to be totally honest with you. I think Baaghi Raja have got this. What do you reckon, Forhad?
I think it's still possible. I mean, I was umpiring a game earlier when it was nine runs off 1 ball, and the team won because there was a no ball.
Were you umpiring?
I was umpiring.
No. It'd be really nice. I wouldn't say it's an anticlimax because I think the cricket's just been so good. It's just the skill base has been the most enjoyable part, especially from the bowling unit here, and actually how they've not panicked. Like the fielders have been really in control, and sometimes that gets lost in the so-called sort of, trying to get it to a real climax finish. But credit's got to be given credit. Oh, first ball 6. There you go. There you go. The dream is still on.
It's interesting you said about the skill, the skill base there out there. I'm watching it. You can learn so much from watching tape ball cricket and improve your game.
Spot on for her. Spot on. 41, which means 23 needed off 5 balls. 23 or 5 balls. Still possible. Still possible. Oh, has he? That's 1 run. That was really unlucky. Really well fielded, having said that. 22 needed. Oh no, that's a lovely delivery.
Well bowled.
What a fabulous delivery. Yorker. Unbelievable skills trying to get under that.
It's so important to leave your best bowler at the end.
Yeah, they timed it really well. They've actually utilised this lad very well. At times he's bowled the first over, at times he's bowled the death, and even times he's bowled the penultimate. So effectively they've not had one set so-called game plan. That's very, very clever. His Yorkers have been phenomenal. Yeah, last ball, and I think it's fair to say the 2018 champions will be Baaghi Raja, and there you go, it's all over. They have done it. What a fantastic effort and achievement from them. Well, celebrations. That's really good, but actually I genuinely believe this, and it's always a cliche, but everyone's been brilliant today. It's been a great learning experience, and some excellent cricket. You couldn't really pick it from any of the semi-finalists, to be honest. Yeah, brilliant day. Thank you so much for observing, being part of today. There's just one last part of this evening, which will, this afternoon, which will be the presentation, and once that is completed, we are done. Thank you for joining us. We will be doing the presentation the next couple of minutes. See you right after the break. Just sneak over. We're going to do the presentation quickly. Well, to be totally honest.
कैसे ख्याल ओए फादर कैसे
I got brilliant.
Man yeah. Oh close.
Where's your mic gone? Probably sneaked off on the floor.
Snapchat te lahi serious ho gaya.
Does anyone pick up the second mic? Has gone walkie bats. Shai, have you got the mic? Sorry, I'm going to nick that off. Sorry, just for 2 minutes. I'm going to stay back, and then I'm going to bring John into this. Oh, no, we don't have to just brilliant. No, thank you. Well done. Can I just have those four first? Nick those first, and then we'll get it across. Brilliant. Stay there, stay there. I need you for 2 minutes. I need you 2 minutes. Yep. Come in. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Cloud FM County Ground for the presentation. As you saw, Baaghi Raja are the champions. However, just before we get to the actual giving of the main awards, today would not be possible on such freezing cold day without two very, very important elements. One of them are our ground staff, who I think are still in the hut. They've done a magnificent job, so just a huge, huge round of applause, if you wouldn't mind, for the guys. The next are our officials. It's bad enough playing cricket in such freezing cold conditions, but to stand out here throughout today, especially when they thought they turned out this morning they were actually playing, was a phenomenal effort. In no order, but I'm going to ask each one to come up. Forhad, if you wouldn't mind coming up first. I'm even going to put it around your leg. Look at that formal. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, sir. Second up, let's go for Kanan. And Little Cannon. Oh, thank you, sir. There you go. Cannon and Little Cannon. Have a little look at the camera. And finally, you were brilliant. And definitely least, Cam. Thank you so much again, mate. Brilliant. Thanks, Cam. Brilliant. Appreciate it. Just before we get on to the final part, I am going to invite. Sorry, camera's behind you. I am going to invite John back onto just to say a few words, maybe a couple of questions, if you wouldn't mind, John. So I spoke to you during the interval, and we spoke a lot about what to expect with TapeBall. You've had two semi-finals and a final. What's your thoughts now, John?
Well, obviously, most of you guys are not looking for too many singles, were you? It was definitely some fine hitting. And some wonderful boundary catches as well I saw out there today as well. So that was really brilliant. But I suppose the only thing that, having been a slow bowler in my days of playing, there wasn't too much spin bowling on evidence either. But I guess TapeBall is all about the ball swinging and moving and getting it down. And certainly there were some good skills on show today. So really well played to everybody.
Yeah. I'll repeat that. A lot of sixes and some absolutely unbelievable catches, which I was pleasantly surprised to see as well. Just a final one for me, John. What's that one little piece of advice as a chief scout you look for when you're seeing talent?
Well, the first thing I'm looking for is passion, and that was in abundance today with all you guys playing. You could see how much it meant to you, but at the same time, I guess you play against each other quite a lot, so you enjoy each other's company and enjoy beating each other as well. But all I would say is that if you're playing this game, which we all have a real passion for, it's the spirit of the game is certainly got to be up there. But at the same time, trying to get the best out of it and then shaking hands with your fellow competitors at the end of it. So, and I've seen that all today as well. So well done, everybody. Yeah.
Brilliant. That's a lovely note to leave on. Thank you so much, John. If you wouldn't mind staying for the formal presentation now, because I don't think they want to shake my hands. So I'll take the mic off you. Thank you again. We will go into it. Some brilliant cricket. And I genuinely mean when I said any of the four semi-finalists really are deserving winners. There isn't really much in it. And I suppose something which John and the coaches, Anthony McGrath and Silverwood, before always said is when you're looking at that word talent, it gets overused. What you want to look for is someone who has the ability to find a way to win games, and that's probably what the difference was today. The skill base of executing the Yorkers and, more importantly, punishing the balls and hitting them into the stands. So we'll start off with third place. Cam's been very kind to help out with sharing the trophies out with Forhad. But the Tigers, if you wouldn't mind coming forward and receiving the third place award. Well done. Brilliant. We'll leave it there, Cam. The guys... sorry. Yep, one more. Yeah. You actually take the rest of them with you as well? Then they're just with Cam at the moment. Brilliant. Cam, if you give the rest over to Mashabai, that'd be brilliant. Okay, so as I said, there wasn't really much in it from the semi-finals. with these things, it's a pilot, it's a learning experience. The winning genuinely wasn't the most important factor. However, when there's competition, there's testosterone, and someone has to win. And it was a bit unfortunate, really, on Apex. I thought they played some good cricket all the way through, but this time they are runners-up. If you could ask Apex to come forward to pick their trophies. Great work, that. It happens. Well played, Lala. Well played. Well played. Well played, sir. Well played. Well played, bro. Well played. Thank you. Well played, Baijan. Well done, Shabba. Well played, Lala. Well played. Well done, Chote. Well played. Well done. Well played. Which leaves us on to the first ever sort of Essex County Tornado TapeBall festival at this iconic historic ground for us in Essex, and the winners are Baaghi Raja. Come forward. Captain last. Come forward. Captain last. Captain last. Captain last. Captain last. Raja. And the captain, before you pick up the big award, take that off John and Forhad. Just a couple of questions for it. First and foremost, we spoke early on in the day, and you said to me, look, obviously winning is important, but the journey of playing at such a historic ground or sacred ground in regards to cricket in Essex is important. How has your whole day been now that you're champions, I suppose?
As a team, and we come as a team, and we won as a team, and the opportunity you have provided us, I'm really thankful to you, because we never thought or expect that we can play on Essex home ground as a TapeBall cricket, and thank you very much for this.
It's our pleasure, and something we spoke about in previous consultation meetings and we spoke about early on today is this is the beginning, and I suppose from our perspective, what can you do to go back into the community to say, this is the start, we want to learn as a county, and as John earlier said about learning is important for us, but more importantly, how can you get the message across the community to say this is the beginning?
The opportunity you have given each and everyone is going to give a lot of fame to whole the community, and everybody is going to get so excited, and hopefully a lot of other teams is going to come and participate here.
And we always talk about that transition. Essex is obviously a big community club. Hopefully it's today giving you a bit of appetite to come down, maybe T20s or Royal Londons, to come and watch and support the county as well.
Yeah, definitely, we will, yeah.
Brilliant. Final thing, how are you going to celebrate later?
The best celebration I can have is with my team, because without my team I was nothing, and the whole credit goes to my team. Yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. Congratulations to all of you. Well done. You can go and collect your trophy now. Thank you. And that concludes the presentation. Thank you so much, everyone at home, for watching, supporting, getting involved. All your comments are appreciated. As we said, this is the beginning of a few of the tournaments. So we very much look forward to seeing you all again at the next one. Thanks again. Bye bye.
What about your own medal, man?